I've not had my GoPro Hero 7 Black long enough to have an in-depth opinion, but as far as a first impression goes, I can't seem to put this new addition to my arsenal down. If you love filming home videos, making home videos, and wish to improve your design on your own studio, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe and be part of the journey to share with you the reasonable methods of achieving your goals. The slow motion and the stabilization have been a joy to use, but as you increase the maximum video capabilities on the GoPro Hero 7, you begin to lose a little bit of that hyper smooth function, if not all of it. So, at 240 frames per second in 1080p, you're pretty much on your own for smooth stabilization. This is where accessories come into play, but wow, you and I both know those things are very, very expensive. So, I went to Amazon to search for some cheap replacements to the GoPro name brand and have found some very cost-effective alternatives that you might want to take a look at. The first accessory is the Zhun Smooth Q gimbal. It's available at Amazon, but in this case, I saved my Best Buy Reward Zone points so I could deflect some of the cost on it. And so when I went in to buy mine, it was on sale and it was for $85, and then I had a $50 reward zone point to go towards it, therefore I only spent $35 on it. So that was a pretty good deal. But Amazon does have some really good deals too, and luckily it is not just for the GoPro Hero 7. You could also use this thing for your cell phone. So it has all kinds of great uses to it, so I highly suggest you getting a gimbal of some sort for your GoPro. As with other accessories, I found a $23 kit and some very important pieces to set the foundation to be able to adapt your GoPro to almost any scenario. As you see in this video here, I've had an adapter to actually attach it to the front of my vehicle. However, that adapter was used for a bicycle. So again, you have the flexibility of being creative with all the parts that come with the GoPro utility kit. This particular kit comes with a very nice carrying case to keep everything together. There's a chest mount, there's a wrist mount, handlebar mount, helmet mount, selfie stick, a submersible float, a flexible wire-based tripod, windshield socket cup mount, and a backpack clip, and all of the other little adapters that'll allow you to plug it into all of these. They come with it, and if anybody ever wondered if they actually use 3M tape, they actually did. Now I found a 45-meter waterproof case because I am not brave enough to risk my camera going directly in the water. So I'm sure it's safe, and I haven't heard many complaints about people dipping theirs under 10 feet of water and having any issues, but I don't want to be that guy, because in most cases I would be that guy. So I decided to get this case, and it was still only like $13, but I'm glad I did because it's 45 meters, and yes, that's a long way down, but that extra added comfort and not losing any of the visibility or functionality of it because it's a slightly bigger case doesn't bother me at all. As I get more use out of my GoPro Hero 7 Black, I'll return with a more in-depth review, but as for now, it's already earned a permanent spot in my camera bag, and it has broadened my capability to capture those special moments. Now back to some of those accessories. The first one that I really couldn't wait to get a hold of was something as simple as this. Now here's the waterproof case that I bought for it, and it, like I said, goes down to darn near 150 feet. You don't need something this big unless you're a scuba diver, but I have extra added comfort and it wasn't that much more expensive to invest in this. And having this attached to it was a lot of fun because, you know, you could be so creative with it. When I threw it in the water and it floats upside down like this and sticks this far out, you can not only see it where it is, but you can jump in front of it, and yeah, you'll be upside down until you go into post, and then you invert your video straight up and it looks like you were jumping into a big glass, and it's pretty neat. A lot of fun. You can see in the video how clear this thing is underneath the water, and if you are concerned about any moisture getting in your camera, they also came with some little dry tabs that you can put one in your little case, and it'll take up any condensation or any fogging. So if you have also one of those large dome style GoPro accessories that has a little bubble on the front that are notorious for fogging up, you can use these little dry tabs as well to throw in there to keep that out. So, but as far as that GoPro accessory, you know, that so far is my second favorite, because my first favorite one is the Zhiyun Smooth Q, the Zhiyun Smooth Q. And again, very easy to use. You have your adjustability for cell phones. At the back of this, you can spin it to turn like here, and now you can convert it like that. So if you got something on your, you can put your cell phone here, or you can turn it this way. And I've used my GoPro side, but it hides all the buttons. However, I just ordered a new adapter that's a longer plate that makes the GoPro hang out over here on the side, so I could actually see what's going on through the GoPro, and it'll add a little bit more weight for some better stability for the Zhiyun 2. But I have another review coming for this, so just stand by for it. And I'm talking to you like Marines, just stand by, I'll be right with you. No, none of that. But I do want to share that one with you, because that is a really cool piece of gear, and I can't wait to get used to it. The kit comes with this selfie stick. I mean, it's a really good size selfie stick, and it's very adjustable as well. And it's got a little screw post on the top here that you can screw your camera onto the top of it and safely go, and you can use it as the selfie stick itself, or be able to adjust it. I was actually using mine the other day to hold it up above the rain gutters to see if they were full, and yeah, it worked great. So already gotten some use out of that as well. Another thing that's really nice to have is the flexible wire mount that I was telling you about, tripod. Now you can wrap this thing around pretty much anything. It's got a little foam around it, and this is the case that comes with the GoPro Hero 7. And you know, you can use that one, this one. I have another one that I'm going to be reviewing soon that actually has a lens adapter on the front, so you could actually use your camera lenses, your variable NDs, and all kinds of filters to, you know, help out your video while you're outside in that glaring sun. Especially living in Florida, it's almost a necessity. And some of the other adapters that come along with it, you know, you got wrist straps. You have the head strap here, and you just take it like this. You can put it on your noggin, attach your GoPro to the front, and you're off to the races. So that's a nice accessory to have as well. This is my own little personal accessory, but if you're into videography and photography and you bought any kind of light adapter, a lot of times they send you extra little pieces and plastics and little tripods and ways to hold it. A lot of times you don't use them, but don't ever throw them away, because you never know what you might use this stuff for. And what I did was I used it to attach to the bottom of my Crane Q, or my Crane 2. I have the Crane 2 and the Smooth Q. Say that 3 times fast. And now I've got a little stand for it, but then when I'm ready to, you know, shoot, I have it this way, and then if I want to set it down outside and remote control it with my phone or whatnot, I've got it to be able to stand straight up. I also have some straps here that you can adjust to pretty much go onto anything that you want it to go on. They pretty much thought of everything. Everything is interchangeable here, because if you can see here on the edge of the table, you've got a lot of clamps and screws and screw posts and 3M tape, and you have little tabs with little wires on them, so you could attach them to things so you don't lose it, especially if you go out in the water a lot. And you got a backpack clamp. This one I'm going to be using quite a bit, because if you got your camera bag or a backpack, you're out hiking, you just stick it on there, put your camera on the front, and film all day long, provided you have batteries. And here's the windshield clamp. Not sure I'm going to be using this one in particular, because I do know what I bought, and I don't want to knock a GoPro Hero 7 off the windshield unless I keep it kind of close to the surface area of the dashboard. But you can attach your GoPro to this thing and hang it in your window, and that way you can have a wide angle view of, you know, having a dash cam, so on and so forth. There's a a small adjustable arm here. Well, it's adjustable if you put it on something that adjusts, but it extends your capabilities out to either put it on a helmet or something, put your camera here and you see their faces showing up, or be creative with it in any way, shape, or form you can. And then you might have seen this one in the video. It was already on my dog. If not, I'm putting it on my dog, and or I'm showing you the video of my dog because I haven't edited the video yet. I know I've recorded it, and the strap actually fit on a normal sized person too, but tightened all the way down. I was actually able to put it on my dog Abby, and just put these two parts, put her head through here, her leg through here, click this on this side, put the camera on the top, and she became Robo Dog. And just a fun, creative way. I go outside and I'm playing with her. She's getting a little old, and she's had leg surgery, so I can't get out and play with her like I used to, because she used to, somewhat be like one of those dogs that jumped in the air and catch frisbees, but she blew her knee out, and that was a pretty hefty bill, so I don't ever want to risk that again and or hurt her. So we're going to get a lot of walking shots with Abby. But these accessories here are really, really handy to have, especially for the price. You still got a hard case that actually came with the GoPro kit. So in 2 little bags. So you can take the bags and you put all your screw posts in it and little extra pieces. Keep them separate. That way they're easy to find. And put all of your other camera gear in here, and you're off. So if you're a GoPro enthusiast and you have some ideas for uses, for creative uses and better accessories than what I've shown you here today, please drop a link down in the comment block down below, and I'll be sure to go take a look at them and see some of your creative ideas and some of the things that you've done, because right now all I've done is watch a lot of YouTube videos of people on how to use this stuff, but really not a whole lot of content on what they were using to create the content that was so creative, that was mind-blowing. And I'm sure that there was some GoPro footage somewhere in there when you saw that. If you can associate the two, I'd really appreciate it if you share, and I hope you appreciate what I've shared with you today. And I appreciate everybody watching. My subscribers are still climbing. I took a week off last week because, you know what, as a YouTuber, sometimes you just need to take a break. So sorry about that, not really, but I'm back at it full bore now, and I've got a lot of things to review. And again, I appreciate everybody hanging out with me, and I enjoy our time together and all of our conversations. So please subscribe, hit that like button, hit that notification bell for upcoming content, and I will see you all next week.